When I'm going through a breakup, I first of all gather up photos, mementos, get the girls to come over, wine, and then we usually find a little bucket and we burn all the photos.
I scream, and then I eat ice cream.
A lot of baking, and then unfortunately eating all of it myself.
Tequila, your best friend, a pair of Louboutins.
When I'm past the baking and crying into my baking, then it's like dancing all over my living room.
I'd definitely be eating my chocolate, and I'd be in sweatpants for sure on the couch.
It's a great pair of heels, a cute dress, and a lot of dancing.
How do you get through a breakup?
Lots and lots of child support. Lots and lots.
Great friends, drinks, and cake. Cake for sure.
Of Cityline today, and we have surviving a breakup the first 30 days. It can be rough out there. So let's talk a little bit about it. Carrie, how do you get over a breakup?
Well, I had a traditional method in the past, but the last breakup I went through, something was different. I had a guy friend in my life who was also going through a breakup, and so he was like, we're not staying at home, we're not talking about our exes, everything I would have done, obsessed, we're not, pouring Merlot and listening to Sarah McLachlan, we're going out every single night, and his idea was that we all had to have crushes on 5 people at any one time, so there was no obsessing over the new person, and it could just be like a crush on somebody, like at the Starbucks, but it totally changed my attitude. It kind of became a sport.
I like that. Right? I actually really like that way of doing it. Yeah. We have one viewer, Sherry, who's like, she's been through the ringer. Okay, this is her story. She said she dated a guy for 8 months. They got engaged. He cheated on her. They broke up. Then Facebook reintroduced them like years later, 12 years later. They dated. He dumped her. Then she meets her forever guy. She's in a solid relationship. They've been together for 8 years. This dude emails her, I've matured now. I'm ready for you. I'm ready for a relationship. Her response, finally, see a creep. Like, enough. Enough! 3 times around, which is just nutty. I don't know, how do you deal with the whole breakup thing? Do you go out and party?
Well, first of all, I've never been broken up with. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. It's quite the opposite. For me, I have the exact opposite process of Carrie over here. Yeah. I need to go really low. So I need to listen to sad songs. Yeah. And I need to cry. And I need to feel it all. And then that way, when I'm done all that, I'm done with it. Right. You know that I can be that way. Like, I'm
get real low.
And now I'm done. I'm like, I'm done with this. Right. But I need to go there first. If I party and do all that, like, that's all the crying's going to come later. So I just need to do that, get it out of the way, and then I can party.
I do both. Okay, this story is going to date me, but it was a bad breakup, probably the worst breakup. I was totally enamored with this guy, and he just I could not give him everything he needed. He wanted like body, soul, mind, the whole thing. It was too much, right? So then finally he's like, you know what, this isn't going to work anymore. He dumped me. So we're in Montreal at the time, and I went to Harvey's with my girlfriend, and she was at Harvey's, or Burger King. He was there with his new girlfriend, and I had I was like, oh my God, I had a full breakdown, snot, like I was just bawling my eyes out, ugly cry, at the fast food place. And my girlfriend, Sandy, she's like, I was beside myself. She didn't know what to do. And so we went back to my place or her place, and she's like, do you want a chocolate bar? And I was like, yes, I want a chocolate bar. And she went and got me an O. Henry bar, and I stopped crying. I was good for the evening. Like, I wanted a chocolate bar, and at least for that night, I got through it.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, so there's like the low, and then there's the I'm a toddler a little bit. Like, just distract me. How about you, Sammy?
It's funny because it's like, how long they said a month, what you do for the month. I'm like, month, like 2 years, like breakups obliterate me, first of all.
Yeah, they're hard.
They are. So it's like, I read once that you should do things like bring organic things into your life, like get yourself flowers and a goldfish, eat piles of chocolate, and then I go to yoga and cry. And I just basically will be talking to you and start crying. And I'm like, oh, it's because I stubbed my toe.
I think you kind of have to do it. So we're putting it out there as our Cityline Reel Challenge this week. We want to know how you get through a breakup. Hashtag it Cityline Reel. Throw it out there on your Twitter, your Facebook, your Instagram. We'd love to hear from you. And if you want to read about surviving the first 30 days, everyone in our audience is going to get a copy of the Cityline magazine. So enjoy that.